Yo guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I will be talking about Brick. So Brick is the newest Netflix original movie that comes out of Germany. This time the last German Netflix original movie I have seen, I guess, was All Quiet on the Western Front. It's a little daisy right now. I watch a lot of films. This was my 5th film today, so you know I'm watching a lot of movies. But Brick is a movie that officially, again, as with all the German movies I have watched in my life, has a lot of potential. But sadly enough, this one truly feels like it's a Netflix original, due to a way that it has a lot of potential, but it has nothing to show for it. The concept that this movie has is incredible. The concept, it's nothing groundbreaking, it's nothing that we haven't seen before, but seeing the Germans tackle it, it made for some interesting things. It made for another version of a story that we would probably get on another way if it was made in Hollywood or America. So they did something different with it. The only problem with it is that it truly felt like Netflix, or maybe even just the creators of the movie itself, were holding the entire story back the entire time, and it's unknown why, but you can feel that this happened in some sort of way. Like, the story never truly accepts what it can be and just decides to play it insanely safe on all fronts, which is incredibly annoying. I mean, they make a lot of jokes in this movie, a lot of jokes that tackle, maybe it's some kind of escape room shit that we're now in, or it's aliens, or even some Squid Game, or what's the other thing called? Big Brother? That show? It's something like that. And all those concepts are great to put in the movie, especially if it's made in Germany. You can do a lot with it, and it will be fun because it's German, and Germany is a nice language. Or German is a nice language, so you could do a lot with it. But instead, it's decided to just be a very bland adaptation of a movie you have seen countless times before. The concept of how do we escape this prison that we are now in is incredible, but they don't do anything with it because they decide to just make it as generic as possible. They introduce a lot of characters, a lot more than I thought it would be, and we didn't really need half of them. Like, it was nice having some of these people around, but especially the man who portrayed the villain in the end of the movie, he wasn't necessary at all. You didn't even need him. You could just make the movie with the concept you had, and it would have been awesome. And you didn't even need this bigger plot line. You didn't even need this bigger story around it. It's like they tried to make some kind of franchise possibility out of it, not necessarily a franchise starter, but the possibility to make it one, which is just not necessary. If they focused on what they had, if they put the budget in what they had and then decide to do these big VFX shots in the end, you may have had a lot more work on what you have. Make this movie 15 minutes shorter, make it a 1 hour and 20 minute long movie, and it would have been more nice to watch. The entire story would have been more neat. The entire story would have been more fun to watch than what it now is, because now it feels like a drag. It totally is, because there's just so much wasted potential that you can continuously see with every scene that they do. You can see what could have been, but isn't right now, and that's incredibly annoying during this watch. Still, I did think the concept of this movie was pretty nice, and I did think that they, especially in the main characters, had some nice dynamics in there. The people that they chose to get in this group, I liked those people. It's mainly just the villain type person that I really disliked, and what they eventually did with the concept of the brick wall that's now between them. I also didn't really like that. Plus, it's a very repetitive movie in some capacity, because they deal with the same things kind of all the time, and then in the end they try to do something different, but then they dial back on that one and go back to that one again. This movie has something like a double ending that wasn't really necessary. They could have just done it without it. Again, that ties in with that villain type creature or character that wasn't really that interesting. So in the end, Brick, it's nice. It's definitely not a bad watch. But during watching this, I could totally see the wasted potential and what they missed during the making of this movie. What they could have done with the story to make it better, to make it more fun to watch. And that's something that they dropped the ball on, in my opinion. I'm gonna give Brick 2 stars just because I was a little bit angry at what they didn't do. Alright, what did you think of this one? Please let me know in the comments down below because I'm really excited to hear your opinion on it. I want to thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you and bye bye.